going on? Today we're going to be talking about how to shift your spirit to achieve your goal. In order to achieve your goal, you must first form positive mental attitudes and have a coordination of your intention towards an ideal outcome. You must first begin with erasing all the negative mental attitudes you have towards your current self and start to project positive mental attitudes that you want to create towards your ideal self. I discussed in my previous video about the mirror principle, how most people observe their current reality or the unfolding circumstances in regards to their goal. And if it's not favorable or if it's not ideal, they automatically project a negative mental attitude towards that circumstance, which oftentimes shift their energetic state and internal state to project negativity and create a less ideal outcome and probably make it everything just 10 times worse with how you're reacting to the current circumstances. So in order to achieve the ideal outcome that you most desire, whatever that may be, to become a homeowner, to own your own business, to have the dream body you want, to have successful relationships, whatever it is, you must first begin with your internal states. So your mental attitudes in regards to the ideal outcome that you would like to achieve. So start to think about and imagine what your experience would be like if you had already achieved your goal. What would your relationship be like in the experience of whatever the ideal outcome is? A lot of people, I feel like, get caught up in the mirage of the goal. They get caught up in a false image. Basically what you see on Instagram. They see the highlight reel, they see the positive perception people have of people who have obtained this goal, but they don't really understand the substance. They don't really understand the internal state that it takes to be in this current reflection of the goal that you desire. And I think a lot of times that causes people to put a lot of empty energy and empty mental projection onto their goal because they're not real about it. They're chasing a mirage, a false image. So whatever it is you want to experience, make sure that it's really your desire to have it and not just people's perception you think will be positive if you have this goal. Because if that's the reason, you're going to get exposed in your moment of truth. You have to truly want it from your internal state and from your heart if you really want to achieve the goal. Because at the end of the day, the moment of truth, when the pressure hits, it's going to expose what's inside. And so if you've been chasing a mirage, you're going to crumble under that pressure. But if you've been forming a true image, you're going to shine when that pressure hits you like a diamond. And so in order to obtain the diamond, you must have a positive relationship towards the experience of the ideal goal. There cannot be a false image that you're seeking after. You must be truly trying to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, like I said. So that is in more reference to the experience opposed to the perception of the experience. Like I said, most people are focused on the Instagram reel, the story they can post, and just the image of success, but it's just not the reality. So you must form the actual reality through the experience you feel. And so in the moment of truth, you must be at your best. And like I said, when the pressure hits you and the moment comes, your internal state expresses greatness, expresses whatever the ideal outcome is, and you're able to withstand the pressure. So that's something that you can work on to help you really truly achieve your goal and become the ideal self that you seek to become. Like I said, one thing that you should always take away is to never react to the unfolding circumstances. What's happening right now in reality has already happened to you. So when you react to right now, you start to use your animalistic brain, your ego mind, shifts and reacts to the current reality. And you try to fight it, you try to resist it, you try to overcome it, but all you do is make things 10 times worse. So that's why when things unfold in your first thought, that's usually the worst thought. If it's a negative experience, that's usually the worst thing to want it to express. So you must have conscious awareness and must have mental control to not let that negative energy be expressed in your negative moment of truth or whatever your adversity may be. These are the most hard things to overcome. Everybody's going to face adversity. It's inevitable, and it's all about how you respond to it. In order to create a positive response is to not react to your mind in the moment of the truth. You must be in whatever moment you're in with the intention, and you must have faith in that intention. So you must go to your greater self, your subconscious. You must shift to the right side of your brain, your etheric brain that connects to the spiritual world. So that's the side that we want to achieve our ideal goals on. So if we want to accomplish this, we must never react to the unfolding circumstances. All our thoughts and attitudes must be guided by our intention, which is greater than ourselves. That's our spiritual self. That's our subconscious mind. That's what connects to the ether in this earth and that makes everything around us operate. That's our most powerful substance that most people never tap into because they're so caught up in their mental attitudes of the current unfolding circumstance. And those negative attitudes create a cycle that people live in their entire lives and can never figure out how to get out because they're always reacting to the unfolding circumstances opposed to being guided by their intention and creating what they would desire. So I just would encourage you to escape your animalistic primitive brain and tap into your spiritual etheric brain and attend to use the energy in the atmosphere. It's abundance and it's infinite. It's all around us, it's more than enough to use. So don't think that right now is the end, focus on the energy within, make sure that it's positive, make sure that anytime you experience a negative, that you focus on creating a new positive and not creating more negatives. I hope this can help you on your goal and help you become your ideal self.